Hello? You want me to build a what? So here it is. So we are here in Chicago, Illinois at HTP's headquarters. They flew us all out to show off their new welder, the Revolution 2500. The Revolution is a everything in one machine. It has stick, TIG, both AC, DC, and pulse, MIG, pulse, double pulse. You can do aluminum, stainless. The cool thing is that it's got connections for your MIG gun, your TIG torch. No longer do you have to be swapping over when you want to go from MIG to TIG. It's all automatic, changes the polarity of the ground. There's only one ground. You can have two gas cannons hooked up. It automatically switches between the two. It is the machine for everything with the ultimate convenience. And it's pretty light too, like it's still portable. Obviously, when the Revolution comes, you need an armored vehicle. So what we're doing, they've got a V10 Twin Turbo diesel Toureg, something I never knew existed, and we're gonna be armor plating it over the course of just 3 days. Over here, we have almost 3,000 pounds of metal here. Everything from stuff for the hatch, quarter panels, turret plate. I think that's a door. I think that's a fender, hood, vents, and a front bumper. I'm putting on the Toureg. So HTP didn't just fly us out. They flew a couple of other YouTubers. Here's Waldo from Waldo's World.
How's it going? I do a bit of everything. I have heavy equipment, trucks. I do auction purchases like my cheap $4,000 S-Class that I drove all the way here to Chicago for this. So pretty cool channel, a little bit of everything.
Yeah. We got Vasily Builds from Vasily Builds.
I build fast go-karts, buggies, motorcycles. I also break bones, so.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Here we have Peter from Zila. What do you do?
I do welding on YouTube. I play a welder on YouTube.
Now, since we only had 3 days to get this vehicle finished and tested, it was time to get started. The idea is to completely cover the car in these plates, weld them straight to the chassis, and make it essentially a tank. Now, one problem, the hood is aluminum and the fenders and bumpers are plastic. You can't weld to either of those things, so the first step was to remove all of that.
I've never had a chance to ruin a perfectly good vehicle.
Look, it's just panel bond.
Did you get that on camera?
It's just panel bond. Do we want to take the other one off like that too?
They were already damaged.
Now this is the moment I got distracted and embarked on my mission to unleash the beautiful sounds of this Twin Turbo V10.
Turbo noises. Turbo noises. Turbo noises.
Of course, the most important part was to remove the entire exhaust. No DPF, no cat, no muffler, none of it. But in classic Volkswagen fashion, the bolt for this DPF is on top of the DPF. But the DPF is pushed up against the car. So how are you supposed to get that bolt off? So despite working under the thing for hours, trying to cut the exhaust off, I failed. And I was only able to remove the muffler in one of the 3 DPFs. And with that, the car was disassembled and ready to be armored. We decided to go ahead and start with the front, and we began by putting on this lovely 150-pound solid steel hood. Like trying to put together a puzzle that.
The pieces don't fit.
The pieces
yeah.
don't fit. But we're making it work. And if you're wondering who this is, so
What's up, guys? My name is Ben. I'm a forklift certified driver, and I wrecked him.
cut this and then make a big plate. He doesn't even close his eyes. That's wild. Right now, I'm building some custom clamps to keep the top of that door against the door. You can't weld it because it's aluminum. Quite difficult, you know? This brings me back to really OG Gingium days. No vise, no clamps, just an angle grinder and muscle. Oh, got two of them. Our door panel. Beautiful. I was.
Oh, Jesus.
So that is the Pulse MIG. As you can probably tell, it sounds really funky and there's no splatter whatsoever. It almost sounds like he's TIG weld, like a weird TIG welding. Like it's a constant noise instead of. That's weird. Oh, I need to push?
You need to push.
That's weird.
It makes a weird noise. Like
It's a strange sensation. Well, guys, that's it for day one. Made pretty good progress. The front is 90% done, and then we got some other stuff done. So, be back tomorrow.
There's a fire right now.
Cool. Or we caught the car on fire officially. Not Eclipse fire, but you know, like Fire Master fire. That's pretty much done. MIG welding aluminum. It's really cool. Well, after 3 days, it's pretty much entirely finished. We've got our front death trap up there, armor plating for the windows. Lots of welds on this thing. Got nice and comfortable with the new machine. Loving it so far. We have to add a couple signatures too. But we're not just gonna leave it as is. We are going to paint it, bedline it to be more specific. Hopefully should blend like the old body parts to the new body parts. Make it look that much cooler. And we're gonna paint the wheels black. I want to at least. It's interesting for sure. It looks kind of like an egg back here. Like an armored egg. Oh, it's a classic, but look at that. We need these back at the Gingium, bro. I can't see fucking shit out of this thing. Asshole. I'm gonna floor it right here. Okay. You ready?
Yeah. Woo-wee.
It's
Do the blinkers work?
no, there's no. Were you breaking? How you break this thing in? It sounds mean. It does sound cool. That's definitely engine oil. We're gonna go get some coffee.
Driving a tank and
Engine faults.
we got engine faults, we've got low fuel, low oil, everything. Low battery.
A medium blue raspberry colada. Can I also get a medium cold brew? Then can I also get a raspberry watermelon Dunkin' refresher?
Yeah, we're just getting ready for the apocalypse. There's a revolution coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for the ride.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Got me a straw here?
Yep.
Thank you. Whew. Now, there was one last thing left to do. So, we brought the armored egg to an undisclosed location to test. Is it bulletproof? No surprise, 22 didn't do anything. Next up, 9mm. Oh, there's a divot, but I mean, it's very shallow still. You can see like the bullet disintegrating. Man, this thing's actually so far bulletproof.
I think we're safe to drive this in Chicago.
Nobody hit the windshield yet.
Good.
Well, that was a headshot, I think. What's next?
Let's shoot a 40 or 2.
Yeah, 40. 10 millimeter. Here we go.
Did it go
Didn't
through?
go through.
No?
No, but it's a big dent. I think it passed the 10 millimeter test, but it's really close. All right, we clear? That's a hit. I don't know if it's through. It was a 5.56. FMJ. Had to get 50 headshots to get that one unlocked.
That's good.
Oh, look at that. So everything besides the 5.56, which I guess is kind of like the most common rifle round. But.
Yeah.
So the 5.56, although it went through the one plate on the windshield, it doesn't go through the entire door.
The driver is safe.
I'd say that was a success. It surpassed my expectations for sure. It stopped all of the handgun rounds and it stopped the bigger rifle round, the slower rifle round. The 5.56 did, yeah, it went straight through, but it didn't go through the door, so there's that. I think it's officially ready for the revolution. Thank you so much to HTP for making this build possible. I had a whole lot of fun building this thing. It was a weird experience being able to just not care about the vehicle whatsoever. You know, it was fun. I really enjoyed working with Waldo's World, the Silly Builds, and V-Tuned. Make sure you check out their videos if you're interested. And our new Revolution 2500 has made its way back to Georgia. Still have a couple more things to get before it's totally ready to weld with, mostly 2 more gas tanks. But I am super excited to get this thing up and running and use it for some projects, mostly on the drift truck to finish that up. This one machine has made these 2 machines obsolete. That is why this machine is so awesome. It's both those machines and more in one package. And this thing goes live for sale on July 4th. If you've ever been considering getting a welder, this is a great option. It's certainly more expensive than some of your entry-level MIG welders, but you'll buy it once and you won't ever have to buy another welder again. And even then, it is much cheaper than other competitors' welders, which is another thing that makes this thing so awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the build of the Armored Egg. Thank you again to HTP. I'll see you next time.
That was the glass. Shot the driver right away.
Yeah, that might have been a headshot on the driver.
I think let's check it. Let's check it.
Shot the driver.
Yeah, let's check the driver.